It starts with remembering this. Your existence alone is valuable, regardless of the things that's going on around you, other people that you might be connected with, family, friends, otherwise. It starts with you. Visionaries, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Today we began our journey through sacred lineage, awakening the genius within. And in the first episode, we began with why you were born, your assignment. The sacred contract before we were born, before we had a name, a body, a family, our soul accepted an assignment. This agreement wasn't about your job title, your GPA, your relationship status, other accomplishments in your life. The doing was not the assignment. It was about who you are here to become. You carry within you an encoded assignment, a divine blueprint shaped by your lineage, your lived experiences, your light. This assignment is bigger than goals. It's more sacred than a checklist. It's the deep work of awakening your own brilliance and reflecting the light outward. Even if it feels unclear right now, know this: you were born equipped for it. You inherited wisdom, patterns, inner rhythm. Part of your assignment is to remember that truth. You are continuing the brilliance. Your ancestors survived, created, innovated, touched the world in ways that you may not be aware, and that is for you to carry forward. You're here to do more than just survive. You're here to shine. So if you're not radiating that light on a daily basis, it's just that you've forgotten how important you are and what you're supposed to give to the world. So now it's time to remember. When you reflect on your lineage, you may also see the pain, the trials, the struggle of it, but also recognize how liberating and empowering it is for you to come from a line of individuals that went through those things. You are meant to carry that light forward and connect with others and help others through whatever challenges they might have because of your experience. You carry both the light and the longing for those who came before you. That's a magnificent thing. Your assignment is to awaken what they couldn't fully express, to heal what couldn't be healed, to use what was passed to you, to alchemize those patterns, that fire, into purpose, into power. You might be thinking, why am I here? What is my assignment? I haven't found that yet. I don't understand what that is. I don't see what it is. I see a lot of things happening around me, but I don't know where I fit into that. Or you might find yourself in relationships or down certain paths and not sure what that means for yourself, your lineage, your legacy. It starts with remembering this. Your existence alone is valuable, regardless of the things that's going on around you, other people that you might be connected with, family, friends, otherwise. It starts with you. And as you're in this time of unsurety or the path just isn't clear, this is the time that is dynamic and transformational for you. So even you watching this video right now is a step toward who you are and getting back into that knowing and becoming of who you are. Your assignment may not be dramatic or dynamic, but it's your own. It may not be global, it may be gentle, it may be something that is singular that you're supposed to do one-to-one with another person, a partnership within your family, or it could be more than that in terms of who you reach with your energy, your light, your power. Whatever it is, it will feel aligned once you're there. A lot of the frustration, maybe unsurety that we feel is because we know we're not there yet. So we have to continue on our journey until we get there and lock into that. And it will feel right when you reach that place. It will be energizing and nourish your spirit. If you feel unfulfilled within your life, you're not necessarily there yet, or recognizing that you are where you're supposed to be and embracing that. Sometimes where we're supposed to be will challenge our comfort. It won't feel as easy as you believe it should be, but are you following the right path? Are you thinking toward what your ultimate calling is? Sometimes it's not going to be an easy, simple path. There is going to be some things that you need to change, leave behind, reprogram your mindset, travel in different circles of individuals to find your place. For some, your purpose might be to speak out what was silent, to create what your ancestors only dreamed of creating. Maybe to heal generations through how you parent, love, express yourself. Or maybe to build a legacy of freedom, clarity, spiritual power. Only you can discern fully what that might be for you in your life. And there are patterns there from childhood forward, your interactions with your ancestors that maybe have passed before or still on this plane of existence. But you'll start to feel a rhythm, a pattern to what you ultimately bring to this universe. So today I ask you to go within yourself and really understand why you're here. And it's some questions that you may want to ask yourself to find what that is. What am I really here to do? What have I always known? Sometimes, and many of the times, actually, not sometimes, the answer lies within you, but we don't take the time to just sit within ourselves and understand and know that we have wisdom beyond what we're tapping into ourselves. We ask for advice outwardly, but sometimes it's best if we go within and think through things. In one of my previous videos, I was talking about being your best friend. Get to know who you truly are, not who other people say, think, how they observe you, what you were raised to be like, things of that nature. Like, go within, and which really is your spirit, not just the hats or the roles that have been put on you throughout your life because of the family you were born in, or where you were born, what country, what city, what, if you have siblings and not. And really, what do you carry that you didn't begin with? Like, as we go throughout life, there's things that we learn and we acquire. The knowledge that we have now isn't what we started out having, but we also need to remember what was already inside of us, and that knowing and that intuition that we had before we were taught things here. So if this message resonated with you in any way, there are going to be other parts, installments, episodes, whatever you want to call these, of Sacred Lineage, and it really is the companion in digging into ourselves, understanding the genius within, understanding our power. And that's why I wrote the book, which I have a link to below, to understand the content that's coming here and be able to utilize that to find your power, harness your power, embrace and find the blessings that you've been given that's already innate in you, and recognize those and others around you, and really build your community and feel part of a community because you're born into one. All of ours don't look the same. Some look more complete than others maybe, but the learning, the talents, the passion, the desires, the needs, wants, those things move throughout our lifetimes and the people that came before us. And so we have a responsibility. We have a divine purpose, and we get lost in the events of the day, the technologies of the time, things of that nature are just distractions from who you really are, which is a very dynamic person, one in which the world is waiting to experience that we're all interconnected. And so this is just a way of remembering that. So that's why I wrote the book, and there are key things in it that I reflect on a daily basis that help me think through certain situations, understand how my energy, my vibration, my focus is helping the collective, or where I should be and where I'm focusing my energies on a daily basis. And that really helps me get those daily wins that I was talking about in one of my shorts. Like, you don't have to have this dramatic transformation in your life and be grand about it. It's about daily wins. If a daily win for you is getting 15 minutes to yourself in the chaos of the day, that's your win. That's you. Collect those small wins, small or large, a win every single day. You deserve that, being here, being you. And I think because in comparison to others, it doesn't seem that grand or great of something that we're achieving, that we pawn it off as, oh, that's nothing, that's not anything to pat myself on the back about or have accolades. Meanwhile, time is moving on and you never feel like you're achieving anything, understanding why you're here, connecting with others that are like-minded like you and things of that nature. And those things keep you from realizing your higher power, your higher self. We want to get through these distractions, the noise, rise above the noise and really pour into ourselves first before we're able to pour into anyone else. What part of the assignment do you feel that you're ready to explore going within? Having prayer, having meditation, journaling, doing those things that get you back to mindfulness and grounding to you as an individual, and all of this other stuff that we see, we experience. We can still be present in those things, but not have those things direct and dictate our frequency, our energy, dampen our gifts, our imagination, our creativity, our light that we're putting out in the world. Feel a certain way, feel things that we don't want to feel, that those things don't matter. You are the main character, like I have said in some of my other content. You are the main character in your life. You interact with a lot of supporting cast on a daily basis in your life, but you as the main character, what is your story? What story are you writing? Are you writing one that is full of turmoil, uncertainty, unsurety, unlucky happenings, or one where you're blissful, happy, energetic, healthy, centered, peaceful? What does your story look like? And if the story that you have in front of you that you're center stage in isn't what you want, you have the power to change that. We're not helpless, hopeless, individuals that have no say in how our life goes. I think that's where the anger and the frustration comes from, because that's what it can feel like at times, but that's not reality. It shouldn't be your reality. You do have the power to change these things. You do deserve to be happy. You do deserve kindness and love and all of these things. You do have a duty, not just to yourself, but the ones that came before you and the ones that are learning from you. But in your story, it's not something that you deserve to suffer through. That's just what I wanted to bring some light to today. So if this message resonated with you, you found it encouraging and something to lift your spirit, please do share this with others. Thumbs it up, so that others can see it and really understand the dynamic, beautiful power that you have in life. It's amazing to see the things that just come from being open to allowing more into your life. Certain things don't come at the time you feel they should because there's a wanting and a yearning and it's not here yet type of energy that keeps it from your space at the time because you're not ready to go there yet. It's something else that you need to process and do before that happens. It's frustrating as heck. I've been in those situations where I'm like, I just want things to be different, or why did this happen at this time, or whatever it is. But then I came to the realization that I could take command of it, and the timing is my timing. I call the cues in my world, in my script, in my movie. I am the main character. So until you embrace that and feel like you're just a extra in somebody else's story, it's going to continue to be a challenge. But at any time you can change what the outcome looks like. So I, as always, wish you love and peace, guys. If you're interested in reading, the book is not a very long read. It's only 12 pages of content. There's some work steps in there, and exercises for you to go through so you can start delving into the gifts that you have and utilizing them daily to help you through all kinds of things, or help others as well that you interact with. I think you will probably find it calming in some ways, but soul stirring in other ways. But is definitely something that I believe will be beneficial to you on your journey as you continue to remember the power you have, remember what you're here to do, and really tap into that guidance from people that came before that instill certain things in you, but that you may not have awakened just yet. So until next time, I wish you peace and blessings, family.